kind of see myself going warrior, shaman, dual box leveling as far as I can. If it turns into just cancer, I'm just gonna press on the warrior. And then once I hit 60 on the warrior, I will probably rush the shaman so I can dual box farm some stuff. Maybe get a couple pieces like maybe Savage Glad or just, I don't know. Maybe that won't be possible at the level of gear I'll be in, but that would be cool. And then I'm probably gonna do a rogue for PvP after that because I just think I've never had the time to just like play world PvP on a rogue and try and learn that and just fuck with people, and it's so goddamn fun. Now I've kind of got the time for it, and I do think Season of Mastery, this 40% buff is going to be really nice. Like, especially somebody like me, I'm a quester. Like, I love questing. That's how I want to level. I don't want to like spell cleave dungeon farm. It's just not fun for me. So having this quest bonus is like really plays to an advantage for me. So I don't think, I mean, it's obviously not, it still takes, it's still an investment of time. You can't do it overnight, but you know, 40% faster on quests for somebody like me ends up being like almost 40% faster just to 60, which I think I heard the math was like, that makes it about the same. Look at this idiot. It's a bug ass mob. Should probably report this bug. But I think it's like the equivalent of what it used to be to level 1 to 50. Which, you know, I think that if you're somebody who doesn't like leveling, that probably scares you. Like, what the fuck? Like, leveling 1 to 50 is hard. I thought you were going to say like 1 to 20 or 1 to 30. But 50 to 60 is a long time. I mean, those are 4-hour levels, like if you're questing. So that all of a sudden turns into like an extra day or day and a half of playtime that you're just cutting off. So it's probably going to end up being maybe 4 days played to 60, which, you know, 8 hour, if you play for 12 hours, what is that, 8 days a week or something. It's fun. It's like, you know, it's the fresh server is very clearly, and I think this is myself included, is like a version of running a marathon, which obviously sounds hilarious considering like running a marathon is like actually a thing people do and is an accomplishment. But it's just like, it's not easy to level to 60, and that's kind of why fresh servers are fun, is because the leveling process is just the focus for like a long time, and it's just fun. It's just a rush. I don't know. There's just like this competition is, I guess, the best way to describe it. That just makes it super fun. So that's what I'm excited for. That'll be fun. I think, oh shit, I'm gonna die here. The main thing I'm worried about is the PvP. Not that I'm worried about PvPing. I think it would be awesome if it was a super intense PvP environment while leveling. And it will be, like, no question. But you know, dual box leveling is, you're not exactly like moving fluidly. Like, you know, you're not really ready for combat. You're just like caravan you know, auto following your other character, and you got to alt tab and try and heal yourself. So it really, you know, it looks like you have a 2v1 advantage, but you don't, which actually also helps because people are going to think, oh, it's 2 people, I'm not going to fuck with them, I'm only 1 person. But that may not matter. I mean, zones like Stranglethorn Vale, Hillsbred Foothills, I mean, there are going to be people who just want to take a couple hour break from leveling and just PvP. And just decide I'm going to camp Stranglethorn for a day just to fucking rank up. And I think it's an awesome idea. I think I would love to do that too. Oh shit, this guy's going to be hard as fuck. Okay. Dude, you suck, bro. Just need rage with your little pets. Yeah, you want to give me some rage, bro? You give me some more rage so I can kill you faster? You noob! Let's get clapped. Alright, these spawns are hard though. Yeah, I'm excited for PvP. I'm gonna ride out the dual box. It's something I've always wanted to try. And when it's easier to level and it's a shorter cycle and you need more 60s faster, it's the best time to do it. So we're gonna try it. It might, I mean, on launch night it's gonna be tough. You know, I don't. This is not gonna be the same launch as Classic. Classic was so big, and I think Season of Mastery is gonna be really successful, at least for a while. But Classic was a different level of like there's people who hadn't played WoW in like, you know, 10 years who came back for that. And those people are not coming back for Season of Mastery. There's not going to be the tourists who just want to come back and get the nostalgia and then kind of burn out because... So that'll help. So I think it'll be pretty easy to keep a connection the first night. Considering that they've, you know, opened the beta and it kind of dealt with a launch. Hopefully that will help. And I think that was smart because it could probably help for Classic, but actually I don't really remember how that went down. Maybe they did do that. Like stress tests. Yeah, they did stress tests, I remember. Yeah. Just murdering these people for some reason. Traitors. Yeah, my plan is probably going to be to bet on it being good connection and expecting to play for probably, you know, 24 hours is a lot for me. I'm getting old. I need to like plan for that a little better, like by flipping my schedule if I'm going to try and do that. But whatever your sleep schedule is, 24 hours of awake is hard. And, you know, RL stuff gets in the way of just dropping everything on a Tuesday. But no, I'm expecting to play a long time on launch night. I think if you just went 5 to 5 and then got a decent amount of sleep in, and then I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. But if I feel great at 5 o'clock, I don't want to log on, and I have great connection, and I'm leveling great, I don't really want to log off. So a lot of this stuff, you can plan it. You know, everybody's planning until they get hit. You can plan it right now and try and min-max it and metagame your schedule, and then, you know, you're going to get DC'd for an hour. You're going to get DC'd for 3 hours the first night, and you're not going to know what to do, because, you know, you don't want to log yet, but you don't want to sleep yet. Or you don't want to log yet, but you know, aren't getting connection, so it's a good time to sleep, but you don't want to yet, because it's just... You get what I mean. Because that's what happened on Classic launch, I hit enter world in my computer, which this was a big oversight on my part, like, bad. Its power source was fucked up, so it would just crash every once in a while. And it would often happen during the while loading screen, and it happened, my computer just shut off. And my heart, like, sank. I was, like, waiting for this game for so fucking long. Oh my god. This is a code red. We're in a code red. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, that sucks. But yeah, my computer broke, and my buddy, shout out Brian, he had his laptop up, and he had to go to class that night, and he wasn't really going to play that much, and he's just like, dude, take it. And he fucking bailed me out, because I got in, and I was leveling on this shitty laptop. I didn't have any of my add-ons on, none of my, you know, my notes, everything I had written down, just didn't have that anymore. So, you know, I did all this planning, and it ended up not mattering. Partly for my own fault. And then we DC'd, which I think happened. I think Eastern Kingdoms crashed is what happened, right? I've seen videos of that. Maybe that's what it was. And because we were definitely in Eastern Kingdoms, and we tried to get back in, and we had a 3-hour queue, and it was just like, it was that probably happened at like 9 or 10, or maybe like 9 or 10 or 11, where it was like we've only been playing for 6 hours. Like I'm juiced up still. Like I can't just go to bed now. Like all of our buds were there. Um, and yeah, it's just we were just like, all right, we're gonna wait in the queue. I'm gonna nap. So I napped for a little bit. We got back in and actually worked out because that's a dice roll too. Because who knows, you could just then DC again and all of a sudden you're fucked. Like I do think just deciding I'm gonna level as long as I can. If it goes well, I'm gonna keep going. But if I get DC'd, I'm gonna get stuck in an hour, 3-hour queue. I'm just going to sleep, and I'm just gonna maximize my sleep. And I'm gonna wake up in 8 hours, and then I'm gonna pump when I have a stable connection. But you know that's not a guarantee 8 hours later. So, but anyway, none of that should matter. I don't think it'll be problematic connection-wise. I do think PvP, people are going to be surprised at how much PvP there is. And as somebody who's going to play Horde, and it's seeming like Alliance is going to be dominated. I mean, I'm referencing some pretty random straw polls from like Reddit and like 5,000 person sample sizes. So 5,000 people, you know, that could be a decent sample size. You know, I don't know how many people are going to be playing on this server. Like the classic servers, classic era servers, I think are like dead as dead can be. Shout out to any guilds raiding on there. I mean, I'm not disrespecting you. I've played on dead servers and raided on dead servers in the past. I get it, but it's dead, and I think this is going to be much more popular in classic era. People want fresh. That's the key. They don't just want to play classic with all of their maxed out character. They want to start over, whether that's in a new faction, a new class. And because the reality is like, and that's what I think what makes classic WoW great is, you know, if you pick, hey, this is my main, you know, it matters. Like it takes a lot to build a character and make them good, and you know, solidify yourself in a raid and master the class. And it's easier for, you know, really good players, but you know, there's just, I feel like it kind of cheapens the game when you can just instantly re-roll a different class. Because then you just, you know, want to play the best, and I don't know. Alright, I'm just gonna end this here. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat lunch.